What's up?
Hey!
Hello, friends. How are we today? I'm so ready. So ready. Hope you guys are ready.
There we go. I'm back.
What's up, guys? So, welcome, everyone. Can they hear us, Nat?
Yeah.
I don't have the chat open. I'm that kind of guy.
Hello, can you hear us?
Nope, that's not it. Hang on. We're doing a thing. So, this is the Lords and Ladies of Fate stream. Welcome. Welcome. Thursday night. In this stream, we're going to play tabletop role-playing games. We're going to play with you, the viewers, and you're going to have opportunities to use your loyalty points, aka also known as fate chips, that you earn by watching and asking for them or whatever else. What other reasons? How else do they get them? They have other ways to get them. Technical difficulties like now.
Subscribing. You have technical difficulties?
Yeah, subscribing. Yeah, it's a good way to get them. Give us your money. No, we don't want your money.
Yes,
I think that's a lie. Yeah.
Primes are free though.
Someone here wants your money. So yeah, you get those chips by supporting the stream in all sorts of different ways, and then use those chips to do things to change this tabletop role-playing game. So you can buy experience for our players. I'm not for our players, for the characters. Player characters. You can take away experience, you cruel thing. You can give a boost to their skill checks or make their next skill check pretty much automatically fail. You can make their gear bust and blow up, and you can drop encounters and objects into the game. All kinds of cool stuff you can do with your fate chips. Someone drop that items command, and you'll see all the cool things, or many of the cool things that you can buy with your chips. So we're doing a Star Wars stream this Thursday, but on Mondays and Wednesdays there are other types of streams like D&D and Star Trek. And then eventually we'll be doing a Aliens one-shot here, and we also do Rifts. Season 1 has concluded of Rifts, and Season 2 is fast approaching. So I hope you guys hang around and are very excited for that. We are very excited for that. Us, the players. So let's see. Okay, so getting into our story, our Star Wars story takes place after Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi, after the explosion of the Death Star and the death of the Emperor, and before Episode 7, The Force Awakens, which was the one where we met Rey and Kylo, a.k.a. Reylo, or Kylo. Kyray? No.
No.
I believe it's Cray.
It's Cray.
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 Cray, yeah.
That is
so
cray.
So Cray. So yep. But it also takes place pretty much right after the end of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, if you're up to date with the Disney shows. So we can pretty much do whatever we want in this universe, and that was completely intentional. But we are restricted by some of the canon elements, but this is, of course, a game. So, but let me see. We'll go ahead and introduce our players. So we have many players here tonight. Some of them are having some camera issues, but they are here in voice, and you can just imagine them as truly beautiful on the inside and the out, and probably in their underwear. Let's start with you, Jeff. You want to introduce your character and tell us what your character's wearing, and maybe where he left off last week in our story.
Sure. I am playing as Tog C-Dud. He is in his underwear in a hostel.
Got to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week we ended at the hostel after making a very safe and pleasant landing on a nice airfield that we made ourselves. We craftily dodged some terrible sand, and then I think Armand had some friends that he was hunting down on the planet now.
His name is Doran Vorult. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that recap. Do you want to pick up there with that cue? Doran Vorult, introduce your character, what he's wearing today, and where he left off in our story last week.
Hello, I am Doran Vorld. I am a lowly Jedi apprentice of a one Master Skywalker, and after Much deliberating with the group, we decided to, as Tog mentioned, stay at this hostel where we learned some more information about the potential Sith enemy on the planet's surface. To which Doran decided to go ahead and do his usual meditations, only to be woken up by a one Neep Zibbler.
Hi, I'm Deep Zibbler. I don't speak uh, English. I am wearing a Gucci robe with Versace straddle packs.
Very nice.
I like to touch things that aren't mine. And I
Oh, I know
reprogram
that
droids
all too well.
like this one.
So
See?
prime's well spent.
Thank you, Nat. That was good. Do you remember where you? Yeah, that's pretty much where you left off, actually. So that's good. All right. Do you want to introduce HK3RM?
Yeah, it's 3RM. He's a droid. He's wearing nothing.
Oh
Yep.
my.
Metal chassis.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. No, I
What
thought
did you do?
maybe I
What
got
did you do?
booted. I don't know. I'm trying to do too many things technologically, and everything is freezing.
Oh,
Cool. Awesome. So, is M here, or
No.
is M
Looks like she walked away for a second.
tapped out for a minute? That's cool. So Adam, do you want to introduce our boy Strike?
No,
Okay,
I'm just kidding.
I can do it for you.
Strike Wildstar is like a roving gambler. He used to be a pirate. He was on a mission to try to get his personal spaceship back from two low lives, and he was out drinking one night, had too many Tatooine sunburns, and woke up in a cryotube when Neep woke everyone up. Right now, he is currently laying under a very comfortable blanket fashioned of Ewok fur, and he's wearing his thermal space jockeys.
Nice. So everyone went to bed except for Doran Voralt. Hey, M's back. What's up, M? How's it going? So, do you want to introduce Tweak to the crowd? Tell us what she was doing last week when we left off.
Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Do you
Cool.
mind introducing her for me?
Sure. So Tweak is the
Okay, thanks so
Twi'lek who unfortunately suffered amnesia during her time on the Imperial ship in stasis. I believe she was wearing her spacer gear, but she probably did settle in for the evening into something more comfortable, I suspect. But maybe not. I think she also went to bed with booze, so it's possible that she just flopped onto the bed in her clothes, in her boots. I certainly have done that more than a few times. So, very good. Do you
Thank
think
you.
that
Yes,
that's
that's
good? Okay.
perfect. Much better than what I would have done. Thanks so much.
It's all right. No worries. I think you would have done great, but we'll have to find out next week. So, we are in fact in the hostel. First, we must go back a long time ago, and we must travel to a galaxy far, far away. Are you guys there? I'm there. All right. So we are in the hostel. You can see on screen if you have the chat, if you have the Twitch stream open. The hostel is a tall, cylindrical building. It has a large satellite dish outside. It is buried into the middle of the jungle. It is called the Gem of the Jungle. When we left off, Doran Voralt was indeed meditating in the kitchen. Everybody else was asleep, except for Doran and Neep Zibbler, who was being sneaky, but not sneaky enough, and grabbed a small personal cache, sort of like a lockbox in our earthly world. He took it from the desk of Zos Shin, the owner of the gem in the jungle, and so far a friendly face.
I thought I was finished charging.
You were charged. Oh, yeah, you were. I thought you were in the other room. Did you come into the room as well with Neep?
I was still in the same room. I was just hiding in the corner.
Right, right. But Neep went into the kitchen. Neep was out in the main lobby area where the tables were,
Mhm.
and then he left there and went into the kitchen. Did you follow him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're also in there. So you would have seen this. You would have seen him take the thing as well, and you would see the the Jedi noticing, probably. And we'll go.
Is that where we're
all right.
dropping? Okay.
Go.
Neep, what are you doing? No, Neep, put that down. Neep, this gentleman has showed us hospitality. We can't repay his hospitality by thieving from him. No, Neep, I promise you, there will be plenty of time for plunder from the right people. This is not the way. This person has put his life on the line to help us. We cannot do this.
Is there anything else on the table?
There will be some documents, maybe pieces of paper, like parchment type things, whatever they have in Star Wars that's like paper. And from the recent forgery work that him and Tag Sadud were doing, Zashin were doing, but nothing else of particular value or note. Just that one lockbox.
Okay.
Sure, yes. You can take a piece of paper, Neat. That's fine. I'm sure our host will not mind missing a piece of paper, but the lockbox, please put that back where you got it from. Oh. Oh, Master Skywalker never told me it'd be like this. You droid. Oh, can you please watch over your master and make sure he does not get himself into trouble? We do not want to anger our hosts.
Observation. Oh, do you think I can control this clownish being? He tends to just do his thing.
Yes, but maybe you could keep him out of trouble. You don't need to tell him what to do, but just make sure.
Mockery. Maybe you could keep him out of trouble, Jedi.
I have a feeling I'll be doing a lot of that here. Well, I'm very well rested at this point. And well, hold on. Am I do I feel well rested after my meditations?
You would be sort of rested, but you haven't actually slept or anything. You've been through a lot, but I would say that helps a little bit.
Who did it?
Not me.
What did I do? Did I break something?
Somebody went into together mode.
I did. Is that bad?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh no!
It jacks up everything.
Jesus! Like everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's only been a year and a half or so,
I did last week. It didn't cause any problems,
How come
Oh,
we're
it
on a
did.
plane now?
or it did.
I did not sign up for this plane.
Would more meditation rest me, or do I physically actually have to sleep?
Everything looks normal on chat. Okay, Twitch.
I fixed
Uh,
it.
would meditation rest you? It would not. It would. It is calm. It is calm activity that you can regain your vitality points.
That's all I need.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
Oh, wait,
but
is it my vitality that I
yeah. Well, it determines how many you've lost. If you can get one per hour.
need? Okay. How many hours have I been meditating?
Not long. Everyone just went to bed. Neep came out
Maybe
when
an
everyone
hour?
went to bed. Maybe an hour. Yeah.
Okay, well then we'll go ahead and make that. I'm going to look at Neep and say, now, my Jawa friend, hands to yourself. If you need to play around with something, perhaps the personality of that droid. Yes, absolutely. And then I'm gonna go back into the corner and meditate. I would like to meditate for 4 hours, please.
All right. So that's gonna put you right in the middle of the night. All right. So Neep is still in the room. Did Neep put the box
I
back?
put the box back on the table, but as soon as the Jedi looks like he's meditating, he's gonna try to open it.
Okay. So the box is locked.
Objection, Master. You really shouldn't be doing this. However, I am not completely opposed to this either.
So are you doing anything else with the box?
Let me see here. Can I use my Let's see. Hold on a second. I gotta see what I got here. No, I guess I don't have. What, did you say there was any tools that they were working with earlier that they left around?
Just simple things like a simple cutting tool for cutting paper and
Anything that we used like a pick?
glass, like a pick.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm thinking I can use my profession mechanics to try to pick this thing.
sure. Let me just make sure there's not an actual. I'm thinking that might fly. Let's see here. I think there's a. If not, then you probably try to do it untrained and just try to pick it up. Let me see. I don't see any sort of. Yeah, there's a security. Yeah, I would say that it's a lock. Do you have disabled device?
And I do not.
Okay, but you cannot use that untrained. Okay, so um, yeah, I think with the mechanic skill you could take. I don't think you could pick it, but you could disassemble the lock, so it doesn't work anymore. But it would be pretty obvious that you did that, unless you could put it back together, which you probably could.
Probably. All right, let's check it out.
All right, so that you would roll your mechanic skill,
All right.
and you can use your profession for a 2+2 synergy bonus.
What's that mean?
No, that's fine.
Well, I have a rank 4 in profession mechanics.
And then I believe that skill you get. I think it's intelligence based. Yeah, intelligence. So you would add your intelligence modifier as well.
All right. So what am I rolling exactly again? I forgot.
Just a D20
All right.
plus your rank plus your intelligence modifier plus another +2.
All right. So it's +4, +2 for my intelligence, and +2 for the other thing. Whammo. Natural 20.
All right. So Neep pulls out some of his tools and starts fiddling with the mechanisms in the lockbox, and with ease, almost seamlessly from HK3RM's perspective, just pops the lock right off the device without damaging it in any way. It just pops right off, and he opens the box, and inside he sees. Well, I assume you're opening it.
Yep.
Inside he sees a data card, and that's it.
All right. I'll take the data card and close it back up and shut it. Make it look like I hadn't messed with it.
All right, so we'll say your natural 20 carries through for that. So without any trouble, Neep slips the data card into his bag, puts the lock right back where it was, reassembles the mechanism without any issue, and puts the box right back on the desk where he found it.
Can I download data cards?
You can hook yourself up to a data pad that has anything programmed on a data card. You need a data pad to read a data card, or you need some sort of computer system
Did we leave the data pad
I
on
think
the ship?
I'm thinking that at some point
giant computer system.
You're not a giant computer system. You're that would be a different kind of droid. But I would say that at some point, if you're looking to upgrade your systems, that might be something we consider.
Did we leave the data pad that I got from the dead guy on the ship?
I believe you gave it to HK3RM. Do you have your equipment updated on your sheet? Well, it's up to him if he wants to share that, but you handed it to him. Last in the storyline, you handed it to him when he was on the ship.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it on my sheet, but I do know that I have it.
Okay. So we'll just say that he didn't update his sheet.
That's fine. I just don't know where to put items and such.
Oh, that would go the equipment down at the very bottom.
That's gonna be tough.
I think it's like 1 kilogram or something.
Typing
like that.
words.
It's not very heavy.
It's hard.
Yeah, I'm not good with Excel, so I don't know how to expand the box and such.
You just click on the box, double click it, and then type the words.
Yeah, but it doesn't include into the rest of the gears and items and such.
What? Hang on. I'm just going to bring it up for you, and I will do it for you.
Thank you.
So when you can't see it or anything?
No, you know how you have like it in a nice little gear
box.
Item name, weight, item,
Yeah.
and then it all bold boxed out, and then bottom right hand corner total weight and such. I don't know how to add another section.
Oh,
you don't need to. You just add to. You just go with it. There should be.
Deal with that off stream.
At least mine has multiple empty boxes ready to go.
The audience doesn't care about all this.
Column over. There's a couple empty blocks.
Anyway, so I'm going to give him
basically in Excel. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to give him the data card and basically tell him to read it.
Derp for derp. I'm a silly goose. I was thinking it took the whole line across.
That's cool, dude. No worries.
Yeah.
So he handed you the data card.
I'm gonna upload the data card and start translating and reading it out loud.
Okay, so the data card is not encrypted, and what you see is that it is actually a transponder code that can be uploaded into the signal emitter. I don't know if that's actually the right word for it. The signal emitter from a ship that would, send a ping to another ship or some station for docking. And you see that it is a transponder code that is a docking code for the Star Weird Queen. Is specifically a docking code, so it allows someone to dock someplace. The Star Weird Queen.
Okay. Can I record that code?
Oh yeah, certainly. You can record it on your systems. Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Okay. Then
you would just have to plug it up to yourself. We'll just assume you did that.
Done and done.
Great.
And then I'm gonna eject the card out and hand it back to the Jawa and say, statement. You should probably put this back now. I have everything on it, and I will always give it to you freely.
Okay. I will run back over and put everything back.
Sounds good.
Do I need to do another roll?
No, I think you're okay with that 20. That's good enough. Okay. You've proven yourself capable. All right, very good. So you guys are the only ones still awake in the evening. The night is pressing on. It's been about an hour and a half since everyone went to bed.
I will then retire as well.
Okay.
Back in the air vent.
Just curious where. Okay. I was wondering if it was important where. Okay. Sandeep returns to the air vent in the main room. Assume you pull the grate over and cover to protect yourself, per usual. Okay. Yeah. And then HK3RM. Did you follow?
No, I'm just gonna patrol area.
Okay, just kind of walk around. Sure.
Yeah.
Through the rest of the evening.
Why not?
Sure. Great.
I've-
Okay.
It takes 1 hour to charge 99 hours.
Sure. Okay. So the rest of the party has finally settled in for the evening, and everyone except for Doran Vorlt and Neep and HK3RM are upstairs on the second floor in the shared bunk room of the hostel. Sleeping up there also are Sisk, Penduri, Zos Shin, the proprietor, and Bib Gergo, the Mon Calamari from last time. Also, Uda, whose last name I definitely remember. Uda Zuvel is also up there as well. And everyone is sleeping soundly. Now everybody go ahead and why don't you guys all give me a constitution check. Roll a d20. I want to see where you guys stand with constitution.
Does that include me?
Yeah, well, except for you. You're already awake.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
BRB bathroom.
All right, so Strike got a 1. Neep got...
I haven't rolled yet.
Neep, did you roll 28 with that mechanics check?
Well, it was a natural 20. I had +8.
Wow, wow, you should have got... That's interesting. Okay. Such a good roll. All right, Tog got a 14. Great. Doran got a 17. Okay.
I got a 2 with my bonus.
Tog. So Strike got a 2 with his bonus. Okay.
Yeah.
And Neep got a 17. And then I'm going to roll for M. Is M here?
I don't think so.
No, I think she
Okay.
wasn't feeling
That's
well.
cool. I actually wasn't feeling well. Okay, so she got an 18. We'll play M's character. For Tweak. Okay. That's everybody, right? Because the droid didn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Okay, so the first to wake is Doran. He wakes up from his Jedi meditation, feeling refreshed, fully refreshed. He wakes up actually well before the sun comes up, and everybody else is still very much asleep for a little while longer. If you're muted.
I'd like to go ahead and start going through the kitchen and getting like things together to start making breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead and start making breakfast for everybody in the hostel. Our hosts, it's his food, included.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that you. Go ahead.
Also, you wouldn't happen to know how much experience I got last stream, because for whatever reason it did not save on my character sheet.
I definitely wrote it down somewhere. I actually made a little table.
You can get.
I'll give
can.
it to you later.
Yeah, we can tackle that later. I just wanted to throw it out.
What I did with it.
I think the experiences are at the end of last stream if you can't find them.
That's what I was going to do, too.
Cool.
Yeah, that's true. I did say.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Very good. All right. So you make breakfast without a problem. You fire up the kitchen and everything in the room. You've made breakfast before. We're gonna assume you don't burn the building down.
Right. I'm gonna take my time too, because I know it's still in the middle of the night. I want to make sure that it's nice, hot, and ready. Like, I'll start baking the bread now. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
And then once it gets closer to sun up, then we'll crack whatever eggs are on this planet. You know.
You do hear some clanking out in the living room, the main room.
Does it sound like a droid?
To you, it does. Yes.
I'm just gonna ignore it then.
Okay.
I'm going to come and investigate.
The sounds. Okay. So HK3RM opens the door curiously into the kitchen.
Mockery. Oh, you meat sacks and your ritual of cooking organic things. So uncivilized.
Yes, unfortunately, some of us don't run off batteries.
Observation. Well, maybe that would be a good thing. You would definitely be much more efficient at everything you do.
Oh, Force, save me, please.
At this point, Neep wakes up fully refreshed after a surprisingly very short amount of time of sleep. I guess you must have been very comfortable in there. But coming. Wait, is he gonna? Is Neep going to stay in the vent after waking, or is he going to leave the
If he
vent?
smells food, he's gonna leave the vent.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you can smell it. It's not very far away. So upon leaving the vent, you happen to see a Bothan who you haven't met standing at the holo projector, filling with it. And as he's filling with it, you can see some images flickering up from the holo projector. This is the same thing that was showing the HoloNet and the hut ball the previous
Can I
night.
sneak?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll for move silently.
Yeah, I'm sneaking. Where's my move silently? Okay.
I went ahead and I've already rolled a listen.
So I should get plus. So I got one rank in
check.
that, so I should get +3. Is that how that works with my dexterity +2?
Mm-hmm.
And then...
plus your bonus. Yeah. If it's a dexterity feature.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the key ability is, you add that bonus too.
A 10.
Okay, that's good. So you definitely beat Bosk on that. So not Bosk, Sisk. Sisk the Bothan doesn't notice you there, and he continues fiddling with the holo projector, and he sees images of a hut speaking in Huttese, and then he flips the image, and he sees an image of Tweak. And he takes some note. He listens to the Huttese a little bit more, and then he turns it off. At this point, he turns around to go back upstairs. I'm just gonna roll here for something. Okay. Would you like to? Do you? You're pretty low to the ground and you're near a table. You could potentially do something before he looks over your way if you want.
Yeah, I mean, I try to like basically kind of duck myself under a table, stay out of view.
You would roll your hide check for that.
Hide. Where do I got that bad boy?
I'm pretty sure you have
Dex
that.
+3, so +5. I'm using all my skills today.
That's good stuff, man.
12.
Okay. Sisk actually sees you without much trouble, and he says, "What are you doing over there? What are you, a Jawa? I don't think I've seen a Jawa in these parts in forever. Why are you sneaking around?"
Do I hear any of this?
Oh, you're hungry for food. I'm sure food's coming. You should try to mind your own business, you know. At that point, Sisk is gonna shrug off the Jawa, believing his mannerisms that he was just hungry for food. And then he's gonna go back upstairs. Opening the kitchen door, you see HK3RM in there, observing Doran Voralt making breakfast. And then Tweak wakes up from her slumber upstairs, gets herself dressed, and comes on down and settles down at the table. She's very observant. She can smell the food cooking. She knows the party. She saw Strike upstairs snoring in his bed, and Tog as well. So she knows the party's still here, and she settles in to relax at the table and wait for whatever's coming out of the kitchen. And then Tog Sea Dog wakes up, feeling refreshed. If he had, and anybody who's woken up so far, if you had lost any vitality points, you can restore those at this point. Tog, when you wake up, you see in upstairs in the bed, everyone. So you have everyone except for Zashin, who's also starting to wake up at this point. Everyone else is still laying down, and that would include Strike and Bib Gurgo and Uda. And now Sisk has come upstairs and settled down on his bunk as well.
Well, I guess I'll get myself ready for the day, and Todd will head downstairs to see what's going on. Meet up with the rest of the party.
Great. When you come on downstairs, you see Tweak sitting there at the table, relaxing, waiting for breakfast. She says, "Good morning."
Oh, good morning. I'll go over and sit over at the table.
I assume you slept well.
Very well indeed. How about yourself?
Yeah, this place isn't too bad. Breakfast smells good.
Oh, it's very nice. Hardly feels like we're in a ship crash yesterday.
I know, right? Feeling really good now. Nice and rested. That was one of the best sleeps I've had, since I was in a tube.
Gotta say, I have a good feeling about this place.
Yeah, I do too, actually. And then finally, Strike wakes up, but if he had lost any vitality points the day before, he does not get them back, and he has a headache.
Oh my
Surprisingly
God!
strong
Why?
headache.
Why? Who woke me up? Oh my God!
He
Why?
sees. Go ahead. And then Cease looks over at you and says, "Maybe you shouldn't drink so much."
Maybe you should mind your own business.
Funny thing you would say that. I might have some business, and you seem like just the type. Might find it of interest. Might I interest you in some business?
Of course.
I think I could use the help of you, certainly, and maybe that Jawa friend of yours. Is he a part of your party?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Good. Yes. So I've caught wind of a job that pays really well. We have to go into the Imperial base, which I know sounds dangerous, but I know a way in. We have to go into the Imperial base and steal the Admiral's encryption code. But if we do, the Hutt, Rungus the Hutt up in the monastery, he'll pay us 100,000 credits, and we could split it with just the three of us, maybe. You, me, and the Jawa.
Go on.
We should leave soon, though, because it's a long travel from here to the city, and we do not want to be out at night. Not outside the city walls, at least.
Consider me interested.
Very good. All right. So maybe the droid as well. The droid could be useful. I need a slicer, you see. I can get us in, but I'm not. I'm skilled with computers, but I'm not good enough to get us into the Admiral's quarters. So you can try to convince them to join us.
I can certainly try.
Very good. Yes, and perhaps maybe you could use that money to get yourself out of this horrible place.
That is for sure.
Glad we see eye to eye. Well, I look forward very much to this business. We should not linger here too long. I will go downstairs. We should eat off breakfast and then move on as quick as possible.
Yup.
At this, Sisk is gonna get up and he's gonna nod and then get up and go downstairs. Should have switched to him sooner. Very good. So everyone's awake. And then at this point, Strike, you actually look outside the window and you see that it's a beautiful sunny day.
Oh God, what is that bright thing in the sky? Oh.
The sun's just starting to come up, but then you hear a sound. Sounds. Do I have the thing? I can make the sound now. Okay, it sounds like. And that's you know that to be the sound of a speeder of some sort. And as you're watching, you see come around the corner 3 speeder bikes, and on the speeder bikes are very familiar faces and bodies and shapes. They're the shapes of scout troopers, Imperial scout troopers. And you see them come and park right up near the gem in the jungle and start to get off their bikes and gather their gear as if they're probably going to come in.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Winding back time before everybody wakes up, when I forget names, when Jawa enters the kitchen with
Neat.
Meep.
yeah, there we go, with Jedi guy and awesome robot. Uh, that's when Neep says some things, and I would mention something to the Jedi, and that would be translation. That guy had a conversation with a Hut about Tweak.
I immediately
Interesting.
I immediately drop my pan that I'm cooking food in, and I turn around quickly. What did you say about Tweak?
Statement. My master has overheard a conversation. It seems this Sikh guy has contacted the hut and is talking about Tweak, one of our companions.
I had a feeling we couldn't trust this. Often. Very.
Conclusion. Oh, I think I know just the thing we have to do in this sort of business.
Stay your hand, droid. We'll take a diplomatic approach. I say, why don't the two of you uh, gather up the food that I have prepared and start bringing it out to the tables so that everyone may eat, and I'll pay our friend Ceask a visit.
Objection. Ah, this is no fun, but I guess it is the smartest thing to do. Fine, I'll be some bussing robot droid.
Meep will just start grabbing stuff off the plate and eating it.
And I'll leave the kitchen and I guess start heading up the stairs, passing by these people who are waking up.
So Siska is going to pass you going down the stairs.
Ah.
Say, Jedi.
I'm gonna grab him by the arm, not like angrily, but I'm just gonna kind of like grab him to stop him from moving by me.
Okay, I'm gonna roll real quick a reflex check.
That's fine.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll me a dexterity check.
Just flat dex.
Mm-hmm. You had your bonus.
Oof. I don't like the sound of this. Good roll. No.
So Doranvor tries to grab the arm of Ceask, but Ceask is very nimble, and he rips his arm away. And says, "Don't touch me, Jedi."
I'm gonna approach him. Let's Is there anybody else in the stairwell?
No, but Zos is starting to wake up upstairs, and Billy, not Billy, Strike is upstairs, and they can probably hear your conversation at this point.
I wanna kind of like move my robe off to the side a little bit, showcasing my lightsaber. I'm gonna attempt to
Tell him what rank you are.
exactly. Before I try to bluff him, I'm going to
intimidate.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention that I'm gonna say, "What business do you have with the Hutts?" And as he's answering me, I want to use my empathy to read his emotions.
Okay.
I want to see how he reacts to that.
Okay, go ahead and roll your check for that.
Mm-hmm.
Your empathy is, and I think he gets a will save throw. Okay.
Empathy is -1, vitality, wisdom, and 4.
Um,
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm the worst fucking Jedi in the world. I hate dice.
What did you get?
9.
9's good. Yeah, you're good. So that succeeds. You can sense that he's yeah, his will's not real good.
Good. Good.
uh, you can sense that he's definitely intimidated naturally upon you pulling back your robe and seeing the saber, and he is surprised that you know about the hut.
I feel that. Okay, cool.
Yep, you can feel his surprise, and you can feel his intimidation and slight fear of your weapon. My business is my own, Jedi. The hut does half the business on this planet. Almost every person you run in here who's not an Imperial is going to be working for the hut.
This is when I'm going to bluff him. Now I get a bonus to bluff now because of my empathy.
That's right. +4.
+4. That's awesome, including my already ranks in that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
And
okay,
whatever your key ability bonus is for that.
Perfect.
I think is...
So I'm gonna attempt to bluff him at this point. Now I'm going to tell him, I know you have plans with a member of my party, and I will make your business my own at my leisure. Now tell me what I want to know. And yeah, so that'll be the bluff.
With your party? Gee, okay. Hang on, let me just see how he did. Okay, yeah, he did. Okay. I don't... How could you possibly know? Fine.
You forget I am a Jedi.
I get that. Yes. Fine. I offered a business proposition to your friend upstairs, and I wanted to recruit him and your Jawa and your droid. Not you, but if you're a unit, then whatever. I have an opportunity to make a lot of money, and I want to do it, and I want you to come with me.
I'm gonna take a step closer. Just gonna keep like decreasing this negative space between us. What do you know of my Twi'lek friend?
Oh, that. Well, I just know that there's a bounty on her head. That's all. There's a bounty, and I don't want to collect it. It just happened to be... I just happened to hear about it this morning. And I know that the Imperials have a bounty on her head. And that Rungus is trying to leverage it for the Imperials. There's a working relationship here between the Imperials and the Hutts. It has to work for them both to exist here. But the job I talked about, it's very well paying, and it's only from the Hutt. And we must steal an important data card from the Imperials. And I hope you have interest, because I need the computer skills of your teammates.
Would you be able to get me into Rungus the Hutt's palace? Undetected.
Undetected? Why do you need to go in undetected? Can't you go in the front door?
My business is my own.
I don't think so. That place is guarded. Like is as guarded as the Imperial base, maybe worse, because you have bounty hunters all over the place. I can't
even the Death Star had its weaknesses.
I don't know, but last night, like I told you last night, Uda told that Sith something about a back entrance. I don't know. Maybe you get something out of her.
Something tells me that a Bothan who deals in information might have heard more than he's letting on.
I've only been into the main chambers of the hut. And I go in there and I do business with him, and then I leave. Mostly stealing intel from the Imperials. That's how I know how to get into the base. That's how I will be helpful to you. And then we will split the earnings fairly.
Credits do me no good.
It's 100,000 credits. It'll get you off this horrible rock.
I pull out the credit chip that I have in my hand and say, I've been carrying around thousands of credits. I don't care. Money is of no intrinsic value to me. My only goal is the welfare of the galaxy. And then I put it away.
Well, go talk to Uta. Maybe Uta can help you on your suicide mission after that Sith. You're insane. Did you heard what he did to her, right? You know he probably will kill you. Why don't you run off to your master?
Oh,
Maybe he can do something. You're just gonna get yourself killed and all your friends along with you. Let them help me. You go do your Jedi business and kill yourself along the way if you wish. That's up to you.
Let me pose you a question, sir. If I did leave here and fetched my master and brought him here, what do you think he would do to the person who refused aid?
I don't know. I offers you everything I have. I don't know anything else. The Hutt. I've always dealt with the Hutt to his face. Last thing I want to do is sneak into his building. Why would I want to do that?
Someone as
Get caught?
perceptive of you has never, on your trips to the palace, witnessed weakness or some sort of lax security somewhere. I find that very hard to believe. And Zosh told me you were one of the best. Well, interesting.
I mean, I could maybe go talk to Uda, but I mean, she doesn't like me. She's not going to give me anything. I feel like you'll have more luck yourself. I'm sorry, friend. I just don't. I don't know how to help you.
Well, I shall. I shall go speak to Uda. You, I'll keep my eye on. And then I just brush past him. As I brush past him, I don't like elbow check him, but I definitely bump into him just slightly to kind of assert my dominance a little bit. And then I just keep walking up the stairs.
Sure.
Reflex save.
At this point, downstairs. Well, actually, I'm gonna go to Adam, go to Strike, and see if Strike wants to do anything. At this point, Zos wakes up and sees Strike. This is just before that conversation on the steps. Zos sees Strike looking out the window, and he says, "Good morning, friend. Do you see anything of interest? Is it a beautiful day?"
Some Imperials out there.
Imperials? That must be us. Must be one of the scout troops. I don't think you and your friends are safe. You should warn them. You should hide. This can't be good. You were on their ship.
I didn't ask to be on their ship.
I don't think they much care. There's only one reason why they would be here, and it's not for breakfast. It's not a coincidence that they're here moments after you arrived.
All right, I'm moving.
Zos is going to follow him, too. And they're going to run into the Jedi.
Hey, man, there's some scout troopers here. I think we should probably skedaddle. Or
So who's he saying that to?
To you.
Oh, okay.
That Bothan has a job for us where we could make 2,000 credits.
100 though.
2,000 credits.
I'm gonna go. Imperials. Oh, no. Do I see Zosh?
Yeah, Zos is right there too. Yes, the scout troop is here.
Is there a place that we may hide? There's a bounty
kitchen.
on the Twi'lek.
Bounty.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Later. Yes.
Yes.
Hurry. Get your group and move them into the kitchen. I'll try to send them away.
I usher Strike down the stairs with me, saying, "We'll talk about Cease's job later. Come on."
Neeb never left the kitchen. He's still eating off of the tray.
Very good. And HK is still in there, right? With him?
I think HK was you weren't bussing out the food.
He was bussing the food. Okay.
Yep.
So
Mr.
Toxidog
Belvedroid
would have his food by now, and so would Tweak.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, HK. Appreciate
yeah.
appreciate the
Food,
breakfast.
food looks great. Thanks.
And at this point, Doran and Zos and Strike come down the steps.
Quickly, everybody, we must hide in the kitchen. The Imperials are right outside. Grab your plates. They cannot know we were here.
I was gonna grab mine anyway.
So at that, Tweak will perk up and say, "Okay, yeah, sure," and grab her plate and head into the kitchen.
When we get to the kitchen, I kind of want to usher everyone as far back as possible, but I want to keep my ear pressed to the kitchen door so I can hear what's going on.
Sure. Okay. Did Tog go as well, or did he stay?
I'll I'll stay there and eat my food.
Very good.
And before I'm gonna turn around and go, where's the Tog? Where's the? Oh no, this is not going to be good.
I'm not going to really care and stay out there as well.
Sounds good. Okay, at this point, the first of the scout troopers comes to the door, and they have their pistols in hand, and they fan out as soon as they walk in the door, and Zashin sees them immediately and says, "Oh, hello, friends. Welcome to the Gem in the Jungle. Can I get you a drink? Perhaps some food?" They say. "Shut up, Keldor. We're here looking for something. Where are all your guests? What guests do you have in here?" He says. "Oh, we just me, my friend Bib, our regular Uda and Sisk, and then this fine Ithorian and this droid who's always here."
As they question, I'll kind of raise my hand like, "Hey, yeah, I'm here."
I'm just going to continue bussing and look like I work there.
Yeah, I'm going to return to my food.
Ithorian around these parts? That's odd. How long have you been in?
Just arrived recently. Planning on.
You happen to know anything about that ship that went down over here just yesterday? Just up the way a little bit?
I'm gonna saunter into the main room in my nothing but my thermal space jockstrap and say, "Y'all got any syrup?"
Hey, you didn't say anything about the human. "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I've been very busy lately," says Zashin. "I'm having trouble keeping track of all these guests. There's so many. Thank you. Yeah, the syrup is in the back. You should maybe go back there.
Thanks,
Look for it."
I'm gonna roll, or Tog's gonna do a bluff.
All right.
That's a 9.
Like my rolls.
Go ahead and do your bluff.
Oh, yeah. You heard a big crash coming from the jungle, but I didn't hear too much. Don't know too much about it.
Okay. You don't. I mean, obviously, you don't look like an Imperial. Have you seen any Imperials come through here? Maybe survivors from the crash.
No. You're the first Imperials I've seen on planet so far.
Oh. A proprietor. Go get the other guy out of the back. We want to ask him some questions. Tell the guys upstairs to come down too. We have some questions we want to ask. Oh, is that really necessary? I mean, oh, my people, they're paying patrons. I said now, do it now. Okay, it's fine. We'll just go get him. Then he goes into the back kitchen. He says, you in the jockstrap, come out. They already saw you. You need to come out and talk to him. Maybe we can try to get him to go."
All right, let's do this.
And he's gonna then go upstairs and try to corral or rouse everyone up there and bring them down.
While he's trying to rouse them upstairs, would I be able to use gather information to see what they're looking for?
Sure, you can go ahead and roll that.
While he's
try to
doing
make
that,
some small talk with him, maybe.
can I somehow sneak behind them and like hide myself?
I think they're not paying attention to you because you're a droid. So if you want to position yourself, just about anywhere in the room, they're right at the door, so there's no room to stand behind them. But if you want to get to their flank or something like that, they're not going to notice. They're going to assume they're just a service droid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that and use my hide to
Okay.
like try to just blend in.
Hide in plain sight. That sounds good.
Yeah. It works with droids.
So what did you roll there for that gathering information?
14.
You said 14?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so are you gonna ask him any questions?
Yeah, I was like, so what's going on? You guys seem to be quite the fuss up for just a small hostel in the middle of the jungle.
You're also awfully chatty for someone talking to an Imperial. We don't normally have people asking us questions, but that was a very important ship. We were doing research on the ship, and we're trying to recover what we can. That's our mission.
Imperials are just normal people like everyone else. Sure you just doing a job.
Oh, we do appreciate that. We're just trying to keep order.
Back
Oh yeah, we all appreciate some good order in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. Someone's got to do it.
Thin white line.
So then the interrogating one, he looks at Strike and says, "How long have you been in the system?"
Long time.
Long time, huh?
Yep. What are you doing here?
We're here gathering information trying to gather information about the crash site. What part of the area are you from?
Little part of town called None of Your Goddamn Business.
Don't talk to us like that. We're the bosses around here.
Not according to what I've heard.
Yeah, well, how about this? Well, how's this sound? He pulls out his gun and points it at you.
Look, I'm gonna put my hand on my lightsaber and just get it ready.
I'm gonna say, look, man, all I got in my hand is this plate of food, and you're really gonna attack a man with just these jockeys on and a plate of food?
He's gonna take his other hand and try to knock the plate of food out of your hand.
At this point, I'm gonna throw the plate of food in his face like a discus, and reach behind me and pull my blaster out of my space jockeys and take a shot at him.
And I'm gonna go ahead and kick the kitchen door open and bust through like the Kool-Aid fucking man.
Okay. And I'm gonna lift my hand up and show my hidden blaster and blast one of them in the face.
Okay, great. So let's go ahead and first off, I would say that we'll call that a surprise attack from Well, let's go ahead and do a dexterity check to see if he sees that as a surprise attack. So go ahead and roll your dex check there, Strike.
Wait, what do you mean? Just D20 plus dex?
Yeah, well, it's just him because he started it. So if he succeeds here, then he'll get a free round, and then we'll all roll for initiative since you guys are all reacting to him more or less.
I have +2.
Okay. And then you rolled what? What did you get there?
15.
15. Okay. So yeah, you definitely beat him. So you get a surprise attack. Cool. And he's going to be flat-footed. Now, since you're using the plate, that's going to be a melee attack. So you go ahead and roll for your attack, which you're going to add your since you're using a melee, you're going to add your strength modifier too.
Yeah, I don't have one.
And if you have an attack bonus, you can use that as well.
Yep. All right, so D20. 13.
All right, so Strike tries to when the guy tries to knock the plate out, he tries to take the plate and backhand to the guy, but the guy dodges just barely, pulling his head back, and doesn't get hit, but the plate falls to the ground and shatters. and then he pulls his gun up at the same time that Strike pulls his gun up, and now everyone's going to roll for initiative. Everyone who's engaged, who's in the room, which would be, so we have HK in the room, we have Doran in the room, Tog, Sadad, we have, I think, and then Zos is in the room, but he's not.
Do I get any kind of like anything? Do we get anything for like initiative? Like any bonuses? Is there anywhere that would?
Oh
be?
yes, you add your dexterity bonus to it.
Oh, cool.
Do I need to roll still for initiative?
Your initiative. What was it? Would you roll? You rolled. That still holds. Whatever you had before.
15.
15. Did you add your dexterity bonus to that?
Yeah, so it's 17.
17. Okay. Great. Okay, so Strike had a 17. And then did everyone else roll already?
Yeah, I'm working with a 7.
You got a 7?
Yep.
That was with your bonus? Your dexterity bonus? Okay. And HK had what?
18.
That was with dex?
Yes. No, well,
Cool.
My sheet says I get no dex bonus. Or no initiative bonus.
Okay. You always add your you always add your dex though.
Why does my initiative modifier say 0?
You can get bonuses that specifically boost your initiative. So you don't have any of those, so.
Fine. I got a 19 then.
Okay, cool. And then what did Doran get?
19.
19. Wow, okay.
And Neef just
Alright,
gonna
so
sit on the floor in the kitchen and continue to eat.
Yeah, those guys probably don't know anything's happening yet. Except for, well, they know that they're hiding otherwise, but okay, so 3, 4. So this is my first combat, so you guys are gonna be a little patient. But I think I got this. All right. So great. Okay, so first to act is gonna be Doran Vorald.
I'm gonna charge at the closest scout trooper and try to cut him down with my lightsaber.
I got the same initiative as him.
Okay, so you have to you use one of your actions. You have to use one of your move actions to draw your weapon.
I figured I had.
You already had your hand.
I had it ready. Yep.
That's fine. So, okay, so we'll use move, and then you're doing just a regular attack. You can do like a charge attack if you want. That'll add to your attack, but it lowers your defense.
Absolutely, because my attack is less with my lightsaber because I'm still not 100% trained on it.
Great. So you're
It's
gonna
my
add
first lightsaber, guys.
So you're gonna add 2 to your attack.
Cool. So it's just gonna be a -2. Actually, it's only gonna be a -1 because I get a +1 to attack. So
great. And then
which is a D20.
Yep. And then you're also gonna add. Do you have weapon finesse, or do you have anything like that, or you just, if not, you're just adding your strength modifier. If you have weapon finesse, you can use dexterity instead of strength.
I would need to use my enhanced ability.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
So I'm not going to do that, but the actions for it, I'm just going to go ahead. This is raw emotion guiding me here.
Okay.
Attack bonus +1, so it's only going to be a -1. So a 20 -1, I could roll well here. Give it 14. I'll take it.
Okay, so you got a 14 to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
It's actually 12.
Oh, it's 12.
I did a +1 instead of a -1. That's my fault.
What'd you roll?
A 13.
Oh, 13. And then did you add in your strength bonus?
I have no strength bonus.
Okay, and you added in your attack. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the +2, right, for charging.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Still only 14.
Yep.
Okay, so Doran Volder ignites his lightsaber and charges in. The trooper is caught off guard, and because he's still flat-footed, he wasn't expecting the attack.
Especially not from a Jedi.
And he wasn't expecting that. So, and he swings his lightsaber through. Go ahead and roll for your damage.
Let's see. I think that's 2d8. Is that what it says? 2d8.
Why's it not scrolling down for me? So you got 4 damage. Okay, so he swings at the scout trooper and stabs him in the shoulder. It goes through him, and the guy goes ah! But then he pulls the lightsaber out, and the guy's still standing there, but he's definitely shaken up by it. He took 4 to his wounds, by the way. All right. So next to act is 2. That would be HK3RM. So there are 3 troopers. You can get 2 actions, 1 move, and 1 attack, or 2 moves.
No, I'm gonna straight up shoot the trooper in the face.
Okay.
More so the side of the head.
Great. So if you have anything that helps you shoot at short range, like precise shot, you can use that. Do you have precise shot?
I have weapon group proficiency.
That just means you don't get any negative modifiers when using your weapon.
Okay, I have point blank shot, which is +1 attack
That's
and
1.
damage.
There you go. So you get +1. Did I say precise shot? I meant point blank. So you get +1 to your attack and +1 to your damage for this because it's close range. You get to add your dexterity bonus.
+1 for that. Okay.
Hey Bruce, do you have some sweet epic battle music for us?
Oh yeah,
There
sure.
you go,
I thought
19.
I had someone. I guess I didn't put in cycle. Thanks. 19.
Yeah.
All right. Is that a critical for your weapon?
No, it's a unnatural 19.
Okay.
I need a nat 20 anyway.
Oh, so some weapons you can critical on 19.
Yeah, not this
Yours
one.
is not one of those. Okay, cool.
One day soon.
If
you allow it.
Okay, so you definitely hit him with that. Go ahead and roll your damage. You're shooting the one closest to you, right?
Yep, the one that's right next to me. 3d4 plus 1. There you go. An 8.
8 damage. So okay. So HK3RM pulls out his holdout pistol out of his hidden compartment and it's in his arm, right?
Yeah, it's like the
cool.
Yeah, the arm right here just pops out gun.
Great. And he pulls out and blasts this trooper who's not expecting the droid to attack him, and he gets blasted in the side, and he goes, "Oh God!" And he takes all that damage, but he still stands. All right. Now it's Strike's turn.
I'm gonna finish my action and take a shot at the interrogator guy.
Okay, the first guy, that's the same one that that's the same one that Doran's attacking. Now, if you're shooting, he's in your way, so you're gonna have to take 4 from your attack roll.
No, I'm shooting at the guy who I initially started the ruckus with.
Oh, okay, that's right. You're right next to that guy. And then Doran, you went after one of the other guys, is that right?
Whichever one. There was 3 of them, right?
Yeah, you didn't go after the one that that the Strike was at though.
No.
Okay. So great. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and fire with your weapon. I think you have point blank shot as well, don't you? So you roll your dexterity.
Yes.
Yeah, add your dexterity bonus. You have +1 for point blank shot.
Okay.
If you have any attack bonuses built in naturally for your level or class, I don't think you do.
So 13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you're good there. So go ahead and roll your damage as well. Is that your damage? 15?
Yes. 3d6.
Wow, that's pretty beast. Okay, great. You have +1 for point blank shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So Strike draws his weapon up to the guy way before the guy in front of him can draw his weapon up and blasts him right in the head. The blaster shot goes right through his helmet and he falls back to the ground dead, and smoke sizzles out of his helmet and skull. If you want to say something sly now, it's probably a good time.
Yeah.
All right, very good. At that point, now is the remaining troopers' turns. So with Doran, um, since they're going to collectively combine their attacks to attack Doran, but Doran is in close range and they're backed up against the wall, so they can't get out of close range. So they have to attack with their fists. So they're going to go ahead and what's your defense, Doran?
Oh,
Or
my defense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got sucked into chat. That's 100% my fault. My defense is 15.
15. All right. Okay. So, all right. Give me 1 second.
And that is never your fault because the people in chat are awesome and you are doing an awesome thing, talking to awesome people.
Hell yeah. That is absolutely right. Okay. Doran Voralt. Okay. So the two troopers. Oh wait, no, that's right. I used the wrong. Sorry, I used the wrong thing there to attack you with. So they only get 2d4. Right. So 1 is 3 and 3. Okay. So the two troopers. The two troopers work together and they attack you from both sides and try to punch you. One of them punches Doran Voralt in the chin from the side. The other one punches him in the gut.
Oh.
And but it's not enough to do any damage. But you do take 6 to your vitality.
Oof. Oof.
And they go, "Take that, Jedi."
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up just as tall as I was and say, "You want to try again?"
Very good. Nice. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, the troopers went. Now it's over to Zos. Zos is going to run into the back to get his weapon. So he's going to go back into the kitchen and grab his rifle from one of the caches. And he's going to say to the group, "Your friends are in trouble. Maybe you want to help." To Neep and Tweak. Who else is back there? Anybody else?
Cease.
And Cease. No, Cease is going upstairs. And Bib Gurgo is up there too.
And Una.
And Uda, yeah, they're still sleeping though, surprisingly. Because they're having. Oh, I guess they should be awake now that the blasters are going off, but I don't think they're going to be rushing downstairs to see what's going on. So, okay, so that's going to be Zos's whole turn, and then Tog Sadad is next to act. He was sitting down at the table eating food last we checked.
Take action to eat eggs.
Yeah, Tog's gonna, I guess, try to roll away from the table that they're now shooting blasters at.
Very good. So you're gonna roll under the table or away from them.
I will tumble away from the table.
Okay. All right. Which way are you moving towards the entrance on the far end of the room, opposite where the troopers came in, or towards the stairs, or towards the kitchen?
Probably towards like the bar.
Got it. Okay. Very good.
Towards the kitchen.
All right. So are you going to go behind the bar?
Yes.
Okay. So Togzadad scurries next to all the tables and then jumps over the bar and lands with his back against the bar. It's a very short distance, so if you want to do something else like draw your weapon or anything like that, you can do something like that.
Yeah, I guess I'll draw my blaster pistol.
Cool. And he draws his weapon, ready to attack.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna give Neep Zibbler in the bathroom, the kitchen, an opportunity to do something.
I'm gonna put a large piece of food in my mouth and chew it.
Very good. Okay. Great. That's your whole turn there?
Yep. I'm gonna eat it nice
Very
and
good.
slow.
Very good. And then Tweak is gonna go, Neep, come on, we gotta do something. Aren't you gonna do anything? Fine. Yeah, you probably could do something with something in here, but whatever, fine. She's gonna go out the door. And as soon as she sees what's going on, she's gonna use her second action to move into close combat with the trooper that's fighting against Doran. And then...
Oh, so nice of you to join us.
Oh, I missed an opportunity. Okay, so now we're back to Doran's turn.
Were you gonna say hello there? Let's see. Paint a picture for me. There's two more.
There's two guys. Yeah. So here we are. So the room is circular. There, if you're coming out of the kitchen, there's a door on the left and there's a door on the right. The right is the one like where the Sith came in from the north. The door on the left is the south where you guys came from. Those guys came into the south door, panned out by the door, didn't get much further than that. HK is on the right of the group, so they're standing at the door. HK's on their right. Doran is right in front of the guys with his lightsaber ignited, and then just to the left, just to your right and to their left is Strike holding his blaster, having just blasted that other guy in the head.
Got it. Now, I am assuming that using enhance ability takes an action, so if I were to do that, I wouldn't be able to attack this turn?
It would take one of your actions. I don't think it's an attack action, though. I think you can use it instead of your movement action.
Perfect. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my enhance ability.
If I'm wrong about that, I'll tell you next week. But I'm pretty sure you're good.
Cool. I really
Nope, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm immediately wrong. It's an attack action. Sorry.
Okay, never mind then. And both of them are close enough to me to punch me because they both just took 2 swipes at me.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to go ahead and
He passed noped out of this fight. It's true. Running out of time here.
Yeah, there. Does throws attack. Yeah, just go ahead. Well, I was thinking about doing something else, but we'll go ahead and swing the lightsaber at whichever one of the two looks the most injured to me.
Sure. Actually, looking both equally a little uncomfortable. One guy got stabbed in the shoulder, like got blasted with a blaster, but so they're both kind of hunched over a little bit. But
the one that's closest to Tweak, because it's my job to keep her safe.
Great. Okay. So that would be the one right next to you, actually. Anyway, so.
Absolutely. I'm gonna try to plunge the lightsaber into its chest.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack. You're gonna give your strength. You can go ahead and roll your damage too while you're at it, just to make it easy. If you don't get it, then I'll tell you didn't get it. Actually, okay. You're aiming for a 14, so if you get above a 14, you hit and deal damage.
I did not.
Okay, so Doran swings his lightsaber, and the trooper steps out of the way, and he goes, ha 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 ha. That's it for your turn.
My movement action. Could I attempt to move through somebody, knocking them over?
There's no room behind him, but you can move backwards. You could move between the two guys if you wanted to for some reason. But yes, you do still have a move. You could also move out of close combat for whatever reason if you wanted to.
No, I'm not going to leave Tweak sitting there like that. I'm actually going to put myself between Tweak and the other stormtrooper if I can.
Okay, so you're going to squeeze in between the two there. I'll
tell her stay close, and then that's my turn.
Cool. All right. So the next act is going to be HK3RM.
Great. I'm going to blast the closest one next to me.
All right.
Here's the roll. I rolled an 11.
Okay. Do you get any bonuses to that? You get point blank.
I rolled a 9 and got
your dexterity bonus. Oh, you already added all that stuff. So so HK3RM fires off his pistol again, and misses just to the left of the droid. I mean, of the scout trooper, and he goes, "Ah!"
Alrighty then.
And then at that point, it is now. You get a move action if you want. Just saying, you don't have to take it if you don't want to.
No.
Put some space between these guys if you want.
I'm good hidden back there.
Very good. All right. So just seeing if there's any real quick. Okay. There's a table here. See if there's anything else you can do. No, not really. You could do things like trip and push over and stuff like that. If you want to, but anyway. Okay, so that's your action. Then next action is strike.
I'm going to take another shot at the
Okay.
other trooper by Doran with the blaster, with the lightsaber wound.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. Include your dex. Get your point blank, and then roll your damage too.
Ooh.
You need a 14 to hit.
That ain't going to do it.
All right, strike fires his pistol, but it goes wildly off to the right. It's almost like he's still drunk from the night before. And then from there it goes to. Then the troopers take their turn. So the two troopers, one let me see. Okay, they're both gonna. I mean, Doran's right in the middle of them, so they're gonna attack him because they're gonna get a flank bonus too, and they're already engaged with him. So, all right. So they swing their fists, but they both miss. Whiff. The Jedi deftly dodges out of the way. And then now we're over to Zos, who's in the back. He's now got his rifle. He's going to run out, step through the door, and fire his rifle, his blaster rifle, at the troopers. And he fires, but he misses. He glances off the scout trooper's armor. He's also trying not to hit you, so he gets a
TPK. TPK.
You guys are taking no damage. Anyway, so Tog Sadat, your turn.
I've taken damage. What are you talking about?
Did you take some damage?
Of my vitality, yeah.
Oh, your vitality, yeah.
Oh wow. Guess they really are gonna leave it all up to me again. I'm gonna fire my blaster pistol at the whatever scout trooper is close by.
Okay, so add your dexterity bonus, but you got to add -4 to your attack because your friends are right there, so you don't accidentally hit them.
Okay.
You're trying to hit a 14 or better, or beat at 14. I think we're
nope.
saved.
I got a 10.
All right. So Tog fires over the bar, and he misses off to the right and almost hits strike.
Whoa.
Yeah. Whatever happened to monsters with 12 AC? Come on.
I don't know what that means. So, all right, at that point, it's Neep's turn. Who wants to do anything?
Yay.
He had eggs last time. Now he's gonna have bacon.
Yeah, yum yum. Can I try to
Definitely hears the blaster firing.
Yeah, can I try to crawl out of the kitchen, through the floor, trying to get to the doorway?
Sure. Yeah, if you come out of the kitchen, as soon as you open the door, you're right behind the bar, so you'll see Tog Sadat there. And if you're crawling, you're right next to him.
Yeah, I just want to kind of crawl under tables, chairs, whatever, to kind of maneuver my way through the.
Okay, which direction? Okay, so the exit to the closest door, that would be the one on the right. So yeah, you do actually. It's you have more than enough move to be able to crawl through there and go out the northern door, out to the door, and you see the jungle outside, and you see a speeder bike on the right. All right, now it is our Tweak's turn. So Tweak's gonna then go ahead and attack the trooper in front of her. She's gonna add her strength. I gotta bring up her sheet. I wasn't planning to attack with her or do anything with her, so I guess I should be prepared to do that too, like you guys are. Bear with me. There it is. Okay. All right, so we're gonna roll. She definitely hits. Great. And then her damage is pretty good. Sorry, I don't trust on you guys to know your stuff. Let me see. Not me. Have to. Let's see here. There she is.
I know what my stuff is when I look at it.
Yeah, there you go. You guys have time to just stare at your sheets, which is nice. There you go. Okay, great. So she's gonna, and then she gets to add 1.1.5 times her strength damage. So she gets 2. She gets to add 3 to her 1d8. Do I have a d8? There it is. Great. So, Tweak does a huge uppercut to one of the troopers, and his head flies back, and you hear a snap, and then he falls down on the ground dead. She goes, yeah! Ah, it felt good. And then now, it's back to Doran's turn. There's one more scout trooper.
I would like to make an attempt to subdue him now. That he is the last one.
How do you want to try to subdue him? You can try to grapple him and hold him to the ground.
I would like to do that.
Or you could try to knock him to the ground with like a trip. These are other options. You can also try to push him over too.
Would that trying to trip him? Would that be more of a dexterous kind of a move?
Getting trip. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 seconds. It's just like a knockdown. Trip. It works like a melee attack. So you both just attack like you're doing melee. It's a strength check. It's a strength check against his strength check.
20 plus 1. I am not. Nope, not doing it. Not doing roll 20. Screw roll 20. Roll 20.
The grapple's the same thing.
Yep. I'm gonna attempt to grab him.
Are you gonna try to grapple him and push and hold?
17.
17. All right. So give me a second to check his strength here.
Screw you, roll 20. I'll do it myself.
All right. You try to grapple him, but he's stronger than you and throws your arms off.
Bitch.
All right.
Even when I roll good.
HK3RM.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this meat sack's life.
He rolled an 18 if it helps, and he gets his bonus to his strength.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I'm not going to end this meat sack's life.
So HK3RM fires another shot, and it bounces off the helmet of one of the scout troopers, but off the side of it, just glances, and it just leaves a score mark, but it doesn't do anything. And that guy does look over and goes, droid. Pathetic. And then at that point, let me see whose turn is it now. Now it is Strike's turn again.
I'm going to take another shot at him.
Cool.
So that's a 13 plus 1 plus 3.
So 16?
16. Mm-hmm.
Yep, go ahead and roll your damage.
15.
All right, at close range, Strike pulls his trigger and blasts the trooper. He takes it in the shoulder and spins and falls to the ground. And smoke comes up off his body, and suddenly there's silence.
Hey, you gonna finish them eggs?
I'm gonna get up and kind of dust myself off, and is everyone all right?
I'm okay, says
I think I
Zox.
still got everything.
Tweak says, yeah, I feel better than all right. I can't believe I just whooped that thing's ass.
Knee pops
Yes,
in
it
the
was
doorway.
very, very impressive.
Knee pops
I have
in
to
the
check
doorway.
with my attorney, but I think I might be okay.
And now Bib's gonna come downstairs. He's gonna peek around the stairs, and so is Uda, and they're gonna and Bib's gonna say, what happened? What's going on out here?
Those Imperial guys attacked us,
Oh, it's just like the Imperials.
right?
Terrible on this planet. Attacking people with no reason.
I want to go up to Zosh and just kind of go, I'm so very sorry for the trouble we have caused you. If we hadn't come here, these Imperials likely would not have come here and trashed your establishment.
Imperials came here looking for things related to Imperials, not for you. If they were looking for you, they would have known. I don't blame you. I do blame you for starting a fight, though. They weren't gonna fight. That's fine. What's done is done, and everything happens for a reason. Just Darn grateful they didn't fire off their weapons. If they fired their weapons, it would have signaled the base, and we'd have a whole battalion down on my establishment here. We have to hide these bodies and get them out of here. I think I can manage that. I'll take their armor, and I'm sure I can pay for the damages to the gem with the armor if I sell it. Up to the huts. The huts, I'm sure, will take it at a premium.
If you ever run low on food, I mean, there you go. You got those guys' bodies. Just remind me not to eat here for a long time.
Fair enough. But does your culture eat sentient creatures?
No.
Oh. Well, we don't either, actually, but I do appreciate your consideration. If that's what it was. Here, look, on this body, there's a data pad. Here, why don't you take it? Maybe you can make good use of it. And there's some macro binoculars on this other one. He grabs them off the bodies, and he extends his arms to whoever wants to take them.
Well, if no one's gonna jump out at that, I'll go ahead and grab the binoculars and the data pad.
Okay. We'll adjust your sheet later for the weight of those. Great. And looks like there's some. They each have a comm link. Any of you have use for a comm link?
I believe I already have a comm link. I do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have a comm link as well.
Very good. Very good. Well, gosh, I think now it's time for a drink and perhaps the rest of breakfast, since I think we've dealt with the threat for now. He goes behind the bar and grabs a bottle. Grabs 2 bottles, hands one to Strike, and then pops the top off, swigs some off of the top, and hands it over the door. And
I'm gonna take the bottle and kind of just set it down on the bar, and I'm gonna get really close to Zosh and with a very hushed tone go, were you ever able to speak to Uda on my behalf?
I did.
Do you know what
Yes.
she told the Sith?
Yes, she told the Sith of a back entrance into the Huts monastery, to the Beomar monastery that now the Huts have infested. I can point to it. I have a map in the back of this quadrant. I can give it to you. I can load it into your data pad, and I'll show you. I'll point to where it is. I'll put the coordinates into your data pad. But she also said that it's infested with calor slugs. I don't know much about them, but that can't be good. She seemed genuinely afraid and said that the hut doesn't do anything to protect that entrance because he knows that the calor slugs are down there and no one ever tries to come in that way. But it is a way in.
Calorith slugs?
Calor slugs. Klor. Chlor.
Could I roll a knowledge nature to figure out what those are?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
You can add +2 because your profession, even though you don't have profession skill.
Yeah.
Your experience would be useful for this.
Oh, it's a 5.
So you feel like you probably should know what that is, and you feel like you've heard it before, but you can't remember why or where.
Oh, I'm sure they can't be too bad then.
There has to be a way to neutralize them easily.
Oh, she also said something about a stone. Something about he kept asking her about a stone, and she didn't know anything about it. So he pressed her for vaults or storage areas underneath, and she had known about the vault underneath, within the Beomar monastery, the lower levels. But it's the monastery vault, and she said that none of the inhabitants or the workers in in the monastery have ever been able to get into the vault. But for some reason, that didn't seem to deter the Sith. And she said that's all she told him. And then Uda on the steps, she nods solemnly and presses a button on her wrist communicator and says, "Yes, yes."
And I'm gonna look up at the stairs and go, Uda, I know it must have been difficult to speak of such a horrible trauma, and I just want you to know that I do greatly appreciate divulging that information because it will help.
She presses a button on her on a different button, looks for the right button and presses, and it says, "I understand." And she says, like,
And I want to roll to translate it.
you understand. You already understand her language, so you understand her to say, "Thank you, Jedi."
Okay, thank you.
And then Bib overhearing this is gonna say, "Did you say color slugs?"
Yeah, yes, color slugs.
Oh, they're horrible beasties. You crazy to go in there with those things. But maybe with that energy weapon. They don't like energy weapons.
Oh, you mean my lightsaber?
Yeah, that should do the trick. But
Are they afraid of it? Will they run away?
they should avoid it, but they won't stay too far back. But they won't charge you if you have that weapon ignited. And but your friend there, Twi'lek, I see she's not armed. Her fists, no matter how mighty they are, won't do anything to that creature. They're nearly invincible to anything that's not an energy weapon. Horrible, disgusting creatures they are. They're in fish ships. Must have came in on one of those trader ships the Hutt's always bringing in.
And no one here would know how deep into this hidden entrance these slugs go?
Oh, I have no idea. What do you think, Sauce? Oh, I don't. She didn't say. Uda, do you know anything about how far in the slugs infest, and how far it is to get to the next level in the monastery? And she looks for the right button on her thing and goes. She says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No."
So what'd she actually say?
She said, "I'm sorry. I just don't know. I've never traveled through that entrance. I just know it exists." She said all that with.
Well,
You guys didn't hear it. You just heard the "I'm sorry" part.
Right. Seems as if the Sith might have a day's advantage on us. How far?
Go ahead.
How far is the temple from here?
Oh, I'd say you could get there before nightfall if you were to leave soon, and if you have transport. By if you're walking, I would expect at least a night in the forest, which I don't recommend.
Well, these troopers had to have come here on something, which means where is? Oh no.
I haven't looked outside, but
Neat.
I assume they came in on speeders.
Yes, and I bet you'll find a very small Jawa somewhere out there. I suspect.
Where is the Jawa?
I suspect ransacking. Oh, I really need to keep a closer eye on him. And then I'm just going to turn around and start moving towards the south entrance.
Sure. And then Cease peeks his head around. He says, "Is it over? Do they leave?"
Yeah, they're gone.
Yes, they're gone, Seask. Good, good. Great. Wait, where's the Jawa? Did they kill him? No.
No.
Oh, he's alive. Good, good. Where did he go?
He's ransacking the speeder
Maybe
bikes.
outside.
He's outside ransacking the speeder. Oh, all right, well, I'll go looking for him. Are you looking for him too, Jedi?
I'm gonna tactfully ignore Seask. I want him to feel the cold, icy stare through the back of my head of I ain't got no time to fuck with you, dude. And I'm just gonna keep walking out the door.
Very well then.
Observation. Well, it appears that he's at least not in this room.
I will follow. I will look for him outside. I do hope he hasn't messed with my speeder. So they go out the door, and what's Neep doing?
Ransacking the speeder bikes.
All right, has he succeeded in taking? He went. So the speeder bike's on the other side of the building. The Imperial speeder's on the other side. It's just Seask's speeder on this side.
Oh, but yeah, I'd want to wander over to the Imperial ones.
Oh, okay, very good.
And that's the direction I'm going. Whatever direction the Imperials walked in from.
Mm-hmm.
Judging by my altercation with Neep last night, I know that he's probably out there fiddling. So
yeah, and that was my intention from the get-go of getting outside the building. So it would have been a get outside and then a direct route around.
So did you what were you trying to do?
Just see if there's any interesting things on or in it.
Cool. So they would have had a small carrying pack attached to the back. They would have had power packs for their pistols, some rations, and a glow rod. And then they would have but otherwise it would have been just a standard issue speeder, good shape, relatively well maintained.
Okay. I'll take.
You can take any of that stuff.
I'll take the glow rod and the rations.
Very good. So there's a week's worth of rations in each one of the packs. There were 3 bikes.
I'll just take one week.
Good. Great. All right.
I'd like to be standing like tall behind him as he's grabbing this stuff and wait for Neep to turn around.
Very good.
Now, my Jawa friend, now this is perfectly acceptable.
Hold up the rations.
These men. Oh, please no. I lived most of my life on things like rations. I can't eat them anymore. That's why. And then I'm gonna pull out my bag of assorted nuts and dried fruits and such. And I'm like, that's why I always carry something like this. And then I take out a dried something like a date, and I'm gonna toss it at Neep.
Try to catch it and eat it.
A date. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
I'm
All right,
Persian. What do you want from me?
Inside the bar, Cease went outside. He looked and he didn't. He saw the Jedi wander off, and then he didn't see the Jawa, and he went back inside.
Yeah,
inside,
fucking riddance.
Tog is now. I assume he's standing behind the bar still, and Tweak has settled down at one of the tables to relax herself, and it wants to ask Strike for a drink. You want to share that bottle?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Does Tog Sada want to do anything at this time?
I guess I'll have a drink with them as well.
Cease is going to come over and sit down with him and say, "So have you thought about our business?"
I'm in if everyone else is.
have you told your friends here? I'm not sure the Twi'lek should come. She's
Well,
got a bounty on her head.
I don't think we've had a lot of time since you told me about it. You know, because you were upstairs hiding. You probably missed all the action.
Yes, I do appreciate what you've done here.
What's this business you guys have?
Well, you see, there's.
He
Go
wants
ahead.
us to screw over some Imperials, which I'm always down for. I think it was for 1,500 credits.
It's more than that. There's a sizable reward, but I think you could have a portion. We could easily give him at least the 1,500 credits each, right? He winks at Strike. Yes, 1,500 credits, and all you have to do is help us get into the Imperial base and maybe create a bit of a distraction while me and the droid and the Jawa sneak in and get the encryption code from the Admiral's
that
office.
doesn't sound like something I would do. But for that 1,500 credits, I could provide you with some Imperial passes to get right through any security check in that city.
Unfortunately, I don't look like an Imperial. I don't think that would help me. But perhaps your friends here, your human friend here, perhaps you, points at Strike, perhaps you could use some of this armor and one of those forged passes to go right in the front door.
That would be awfully convenient.
And
I will warn you, if you double cross us, I will kill you.
I would never want to double cross you. You're business partners. We're all mutual benefit here. You help me, I help you. I think HK3RM is still in there. And Tweak's gonna say, Did you say there's a bounty on my head? Oh, yes. I don't know who you are, but your likeness is unmistakable. There's all over the holonet. The Imperials have a bounty out on your head. I don't think you should go with us. It could be you could compromise the mission. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do then. HK trying to say something?
Query. What kind of bounty? How sizable is that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I don't know. I believe it was something in the area of 25,000. I think it was 25,000 credits. It's not enough. Nothing. I mean, it's a lot more than we're gonna get for this other mission, right? Strike.
Yeah, a lot more.
Winks. Yeah, it's a
Can I roll a
bounty.
sense motive?
Yeah, you can roll sense motive. Go ahead. Wow, his bluff roll was an automatic fail, so it's okay. Yes, you can tell that he's lying.
I just hope you wouldn't try to cheat me out of this deal. Sure the Hutts wouldn't like to hear about that kind of stuff.
Oh no, of course not. What did I say? 1,500 credits. We can easily give him 2,000 credits. Easy. So what do you say? Well, we need the Jawa or the droid. The droid. Can you leave your master? Can you come with us?
Oh, the old bucket of bolts must be busted again.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. I'm guessing his vocabulary is broken.
Wait, were you asking me a question?
Yeah, so if you have interest in, if you can leave your master to come help on the mission.
That's a good question. Can I?
That's up to you can do whatever you want.
But I guess technically it'd be up to me, wouldn't it?
It would, except for he's not exactly the average droid. So, it would
So I
be
guess my question. Well, the other thing is they need Neep anyway for the mission, so it wouldn't be separating us anyway.
I think he said either or.
yeah.
Well,
Either one of you would be effective. But
all right. Well,
no
if
one's
that's the
asked. No
case,
one's asked Sneep yet. So
I think me and Neep are still
answer
outside.
yes. There's nothing wrong with making more credits in whatever scenario and situation we're in.
he was easy to convince. Very good. So I think we have all the people we need. Twi'lek, you should stay. I think, or maybe go with that wonderful Jedi friend of yours. Okay. I kind of think we should stick together, though. I don't know. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he says. She says. She's gonna go over to the door and open it up and look out and see if she can see Neep or Doran. They're over there. What are you guys doing?
I'm kind of like looking over the speeders, and then I look at Neep and say, Neep, you strike me as somebody who's mechanically inclined. Will these speeders work well here in this dense jungle? Wonderful, wonderful. Care to go on a ride? There could be plenty of plunder and spoils of many things to grab and pocket. I've got no problem with you stealing from a hut. Wonderful. Wonderful. And then I guess I'm going to turn around and I guess I see
Tweak.
Tweak.
Hey.
Tweak, yes. What's going on inside?
These guys are trying to work up some kind of deal with that Bothan. And it sounds like some of the guys are ready to go. I think we should stick together, though. I'm not really sure where I am or what I'm doing, but I don't like the idea of us splitting it up. You guys want to come in and hear what it's about, or?
Yes,
or you
but
guys
whatever
have
we
some
do,
other plan.
Whatever we do, we must act quickly because no matter what we decide to do, we don't want to be out in the middle of the jungle at the evening, from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah, why don't you guys come inside? Let's talk to these guys.
Absolutely, and then I'll follow Tweak.
I'll run my little legs
there. So they all come inside, and the other group is sitting at the table. Said, "Oh, good, they're all here now, and the Jedi, welcome back."
Ah, yes, Sikhs. I do enjoy our conversations.
So, are we all in agreement that some of us are gonna go and some of you are gonna, do whatever here or whatever? I don't care. Is the Jawa coming? Jawa, you want lots of money? We've 2,000 credits. What did he say? I can't see his picture.
He gave him the old one-finger salute.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay, well, I hope you don't mind. We're gonna borrow your droid then. He's gonna help us out to make some money. Is he giving me the one-finger salute again? I can't see.
I'm gonna
translate.
I'm hoping and waiting. I want to see what he says.
Do this button. Here we go, so I can see more of you guys. I still only see a couple of you guys. Okay, there we go. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Yep, there we are.
Okay, you have to botch this translation.
I have to botch it.
Yeah, we're crashing in your glitch now.
Okay, I like that idea.
It's been a while. Botulism, yes.
Botulism. Yes, silent killer
Mm-hmm.
in a can.
Only eat canned food if the can is dented or swollen.
Yeah, that's how you
If
know
it-
it's extra tasty.
Yep.
Ugh.
Got that extra
Are you
flavoring.
typing your response out?
Should be in there.
No. That's the thing I see is Neep ransacks the speed
No,
bikes.
didn't go through.
Unless you did roll 20. Oh, hey!
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Uh, okay. How am I going to botch this?
You're in charge.
Just can't
Here
do
we go.
that. That's
Translation. Yes, master. It will be a good time. Let's go have fun. I know you'll resist every bit of it. And I pick him up and get ready to go.
Oh, good, we're all ready. Great. Let's all go get on the speeders. We can have.
Wait.
Wait for what?
That is obviously not what he said. Look at how much he is protesting.
His droid is
Answer.
translating for him.
This is just how my master reacts in these situations.
This
I
hunk
swear.
of metal. Oh yes, that's
Look, he's
definitely.
very excited. Look.
Yeah. Look, while you have your mission, unfortunately, I must go to the Temple of Rungus the Hutt. I cannot make you all come with me. I can only ask that anyone who wishes to volunteer to come with me. I will not lie and say that it'll be easy. It will be dangerous. Probably
Well-
just as dangerous as your mission with
Theory.
Ceask here.
Can one not do one mission and then another? It sounds like we would be successful in both, and both sharing the rewards.
Well, now here's the thing. How much of a time-sensitive issue is Ceask's mission here? Because we need to go to the Hutt's temple now.
Well, I mean, it's advertised on the Holonet, the job. But I think it is a very difficult job. I don't think anyone's going to take it. But you're crazy if you want to go with the Jedi. You don't even know what you're walking into, and you're chasing a Sith. You fools want to follow him.
For the good of the Republic.
I don't know. I think this is a tweak. I mean, he doesn't want me to go with him, so I'm going with the Jedi, I guess. I'm not going to stay here by myself. I don't know where I am.
Tweak, I won't lie to you. The Hutts have put out a bounty on you. So going to their temple will be very dangerous, but I will do my best to protect you.
Yeah, I mean, I think as long as we don't talk to the Hutts, we should be fine. If you're translating that, you also have to botch that one to cash in your other glitch.
Wait, which translation? Oh. Do I have to, cash it in? Can I just keep the old one going? Because that'd be great.
You want to have another glitch later?
Yeah, sure. That's
fine. Sure. If you wish.
Translation. Oh boy. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't contain my excitement.
See, that's what he's so excited.
Ceask, if you would like to come with us to the Hutt's temple, an extra person would probably make our job a little bit easier and more successful, which would increase the chances that there'd be more people to help you in your quest.
You know, as tempting as it is getting eaten by large space slugs in the deep, cold caverns of Rungus the Hutt's monastery, palace, I think I'll pass. I'll just wait here. Or perhaps if your friends are happy to leave you to your Jedi business, I'll go with them alone. Well, what say you? Strike
And then,
and
yep,
Ithorian?
And that's when the Doran will say, "Yes, the decisions are yours to make. I cannot make them for you." Ooh, eggs! And then I'm gonna sit down and eat some eggs.
What did it be, new friends? Are you gonna go with the Jedi on his suicide mission? And then come back if you happen to survive, and maybe we'll go chase your fortune? Or do you just want to leave them to their nasty business and chase the fortune now?
I'm following the credits, man.
Theory. If we go grab this item from the Imperials and turn it into the Hutts, wouldn't that just give us entrance into the Hutt's palace?
It most likely would, but unfortunately, all of the knowledge that we have about the Rungus the Hutt's temple, the secret entrance, and what could be stored in its hidden vaults is the same information that the Sith learned last night. And I doubt they will be waiting for us to get there before they start.
Conclusion. Precisely. If we go there ourselves and are allowed to move around freely, we will learn much more information than those beat bags could ever tell us.
Correct, but my fear is that the Sith will have already gotten to the vault. As I said, the decision is yours. I will not make anyone go with me, as this is a very dangerous mission. So, if you wish to go with God damn it, these names. If you, it's punishment for picking the last name that I did. If you wish to go with Cease, I will not hold it against you. I do still think we are all connected through something.
Yeah, I don't think it's a chance that we're all together, and if we split up, we may never see each other or figure out what that's about. And what I mean, he said something about stone, right? Maybe if the Sith wants it, it must be really good. So maybe we could sell it for even more than whatever the Hut was going to offer for this other job, or we can still do the job afterwards. But I mean, it's something powerful. Maybe it's worth it, and maybe we'll figure something out about what the heck's going on here on the way.
I'll bet you my share of the job when we get done doing the temple first. That this temple's gonna be a bust.
So you're with us then?
You'll take the bet.
So yeah, you can have my share. Yeah, we need your backup. That's fine. Let's stick together. What about you, Todd?
Well, I guess we're going to the temple then.
Good. We'll all have each other's backs. And maybe we'll learn something about this. And I trust the Jedi. I trust Doran.
I'll trust my rolls.
Going to the temple and we're
Very good.
all gonna die.
Nice. Okay. So wait. Actually, HK hasn't weighed in. And Neep hasn't weighed in.
Irritation. Oh, fine. If that's how it must be, it must be. And I dropped the Jawa and let him run free.
Did he put his fist down on the table? Or his hand out? Is that what that was? No.
That was more of the thud sound from hitting the ground.
Oh, I see. Well, Neep, you're come with us, right?
Will the 6 of us fit on the speeder bikes? Like, can we do two to a bike?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up from the table and say it's settled. Then I'm gonna walk up to Zosh and go. I greatly appreciate all of your hospitality, everything you've done for us. I hope this is not the last time we see each other. I hope that we survive this and can depend on your hospitality again.
I'm sure that our meeting was not a chance by chance. There was a reason behind this, and I think you'll find what you've come for, and I'll be here. The gem will be a safe place for you as long as I can make it that. For most of you, I think I can keep that promise.
I'm assuming that was a little bit of side eye towards the half naked dude who's throwing plates earlier. I'm gonna look at Neep and go, Neep, would you care to come outside and help me get the speeders ready to get us there? I've got the directions here on this data pad.
Yep.
May the force be with you all. And I'm looking at the Zosh and Uda and Burb.
Bib.
Burb?
Bib.
Bib.
Bib. Bib Gurgo.
My handwriting's really bad.
And Bib's gonna say, wait a second. The Twi'lek doesn't even have a weapon. Here. And he grabs his blaster rifle and hands it to her. And he pulls out two packs. Here, you can see how loaded this guy is. Hang on, real quick. And we're like way over here. There you go. This guy. So he's gonna pull out his blaster pack. He's gonna pull out two power packs out of his little getup, and he's gonna extend them to whoever wants. He's gonna give one power pack to Tweak, and then extend the other one to anyone who wants it. Here, anyone need ammo?
Yeah, I'll take some.
Oh, I'll go right up and take ammo. Just tell me how much I get.
What? You need energy cells, right?
Yeah.
What kind of weapon you have there, droid?
I'll take whatever he's holding out that matches my weapon.
Looks like your weapon needs an energy cell. Here.
And he grabs into his bag and he pulls out 2 energy cells and hands it to him.
Great, fantastic. I love it. Thank you.
Be safe. Come back to us safely.
Yeah, and don't serve those troopers up to people. I don't know why I said that. That's terrible. Don't do that.
We definitely won't, unless we get really hungry. But there's usually food around here. We're gonna have to get rid of the body, so but don't worry, we'll take care of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lock up the armor back here for the next couple of days until we can make a trip to the hot stuff, and try to sell it. But if you guys come back soon, maybe we'll still have them if that's something for you. Maybe you find use for them. I heard you talking about going to the Imperial base for some business or whatever.
Yeah.
I do want to look at Tweak and go, I don't think Bib would have handed you that pistol if he would have actually seen you punch that guy. Man, you've got to.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't remember being able to punch things so good.
I don't know what you did before you lost your memory, but I imagine you knew how to take care of yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm really confused as to why people want to catch me and why the Imperials want me. We'll figure it out later, I guess. But he said those slugs. I can't punch my way through those slugs. So I mean, I think that's what this is for, right, Bib?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta shoot the slugs.
Yes. Well, I turn on my lightsaber and I hold it up high and I say, well, hopefully, the emanations from this will keep them at bay. We won't even have to deal with them. And then I shut it off and
stay close together. If you spread apart, the slugs will eat you alive.
Tasty.
Very good. All right. Well, we'll leave it there. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. You guys kicked some ass tonight.
Well,
We tried.
Some of you did.
Some of us did.
Definitely me.
We certainly
still
tried.
Some of us have arguably the most powerful weapon in all Star Wars lore for personal use, and it can't do anything with it. So yeah,
can't hit anything with it.
What are you
You did
talking
do
about?
some
I killed
damage. You
two
did hit
people.
one time. You got to aim for other parts than the shoulder, dude.
Well, I didn't specifically aim for the shoulder. That's where the GM said I stabbed.
That's true. Asshole GM. All right.
Maybe one day my master will actually teach me how to use this fucking thing.
You guys want experience?
Yes, and hopefully it'll save on my character sheet this time.
Okay. So do you still okay? We'll have to give you your stuff from last week. I gotta find where I wrote that down. All right. So did I put it in player history? Maybe that's what I put it.
Maybe it is. How much experience does everybody have right now?
I gotta go back and watch it and write mine down.
I think almost everybody got the same amount last week. Whatever. We'll fill you in.
340.
Okay, well maybe I did. Maybe it's just because I feel like this is a comically low amount. Maybe I did put it in.
I'm sitting around like 390.
Yeah, that sounds about right because you got bonus stuff for figuring out the vines and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So let me write out your stuff.
I miss
here.
Vine. Vine was
So we
fun.
got Tog,
Story time.
Tweak,
Isn't Vine just TikTok?
Neep, Strike, HK.
TikTok's fine.
Who are we missing? Top.
Oh god, I gotta watch TikTok now. God damn it,
Sure.
why'd you say it?
Okay, so we'll give you guys all did great role play and managed to get through some good plot stuff. So everybody's getting 100 for that.
Noise.
Hey, chat, this is your last chance to give your favorite Jedi experience boosts. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
And hit the follow button if you haven't
Help
already.
me help the party by making me stronger and actually being able to use my lightsaber.
That would be good for him. You guys are getting close to level 2 though. You're testing it. You're creeping up on it. All right. And then you guys survive combat, so let's give everyone 50 for that. But it was 6 on 3, so not going to be a lot for that. Some of you ran away.
So we should get Neat's experience.
No, he did effective roleplay. He wouldn't have ran in there. I mean, he probably could have done something with things in the building.
Oh, my job is to make. I'm gonna make the Jawa. I'm gonna make the Jawa brave, and I'm gonna help the Twi'lek regain her memory, and we're just gonna be the best party ever.
See, you're gonna try to change people. It's nice.
It's the Jedi way.
Sounds more Sith to me.
All right. I'm gonna say Strike, Tog. Okay, we'll give you guys. We'll just give it. It was even. You guys all participated in the advancement of the plot, so give everybody another 50 for plot advancement and doing skill stuff. I'm trying to think of anything particularly special happened.
So we all get 200 experience. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you all get 200. Does anybody want to lobby for why they deserve more?
Absolutely.
I think people who killed somebody should get more.
All right,
I tried so hard to protect everybody. I feel like my compassion and my empathy should. And I had an amazing conversation with Ceask as well. I made him quake in his boots, and he's a little worm. I think I should get some experience for that.
I like both your lobbying. You both get 5 extra experience.
And don't forget it.
I'm not going to write it down because
in that lockbox.
Someone XP drop this guy.
Yeah.
you think? Did someone do an XP drop?
No,
Hey, you guys, we have Hoss now.
Another Hoss?
Cool. Yeah.
No, I banned the Hosses.
4 Hoss.
Hoss followed me. He's going to have to wait a while before there's anything to actually see.
All right. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll give 5 more to Neep just because HK thinks he deserves it.
All right, I need 5 more experience because my experience total right now is 555, and I cannot have that. There needs to be some sort of diversity amongst my numbers.
You may only lobby for yourself once.
Burn.
So
Let
make
you know
it
if somebody
5-5
else
for
thinks you deserve
Chat, please, anyone, just someone give me an XP boost. Just one boost. That's all I'm asking for.
just one boost.
Someone else is watching
This is
Star
the
Wars
boost
tonight.
I'm looking
Playing Star
for.
Wars.
This is the boost.
It's not
Jeff,
the
I'm
boost
looking
you're
forward.
looking
that.
for.
Do you think Doran deserves 5 more?
What? Are you talking to?
I'm asking Jeff if he thinks that.
I don't know. I think 555 is a pretty safe number for a Jedi. It's very even balanced.
It's close to Sith. I mean 666.
But it's exactly one away.
Okay, whatever we're doing, we gotta hurry up because I am sweating. My back is completely soaked right now. I gotta
What are
take
we
this.
doing?
I gotta take
got
this
the
off.
raid going.
Yeah, we're done.
I gotta take this off.
That's it. I'm gonna. We'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna pass the reins now to our Lord and Master, Matt Jester.
We play games. You should follow us and enjoy our humor. And come watch Bruce Gaskin tomorrow, Saturday night, 9 o'clock to 11:30.
I'll be there.
9-ish to 11:30.
Nine-ish,
And Star Trek on Monday.
I'll be there.
And then D&D on Wednesday. And then we'll be back.
I'll be there.
All right.
We'll be back for something on Thursday.
I'll be there.
Something.
Nice.
Something.
So yeah,
Something.
do the
dark
follow
side.
thing. We're gonna raid somebody else who's playing Star Wars tonight.